Okay everyone, this is Chris from the Tech Basement coming to you once again from the basement. Today what we're going to do is take care of a problem that I've been having. As you know, I've been streaming a lot of VR and my VR setup is rather daunting to say the least for the green screen to be put up, and I wanted to find a better solution. So let's see what I found. After a couple of hours of scouring the internet and trying to see what I could find for some type of retractable screen mechanism or something like that to make it easy to put up and take down the green screen, which is a 10-foot by about 7.5 to 8 foot area that I need to cover. I have a 10-foot by 12-foot chroma key green canvas, you might want to call it, that I used in order to get the effect I need and want for my VR streams. So what we came up with, actually we found it pretty close to the beginning of our search, but we want to see if we could find something better. And when I say better, something more like a retractable instead of something that would be cranked up and down. So this is what we found. It is made by Hero, and this is something that is at least a 10-foot across, which I need, and can hang up in the rafters. Let's dig into the package and see how everything works out for us. Okay, it looks like we're gonna have to also get in here via this way. So this ought to be really interesting. I'm not sure this is gonna be able to be done vlog style, so I'm gonna go get a tripod and we'll film it from there. We'll do this vlog style as much as we can. So here we go. Coming back to get this back here. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. What we're gonna want to do here is not to stab yourself in the knee. You already have enough knee problems, Chris. What we want to do is first of all see if we can see it from here. Okay. What this does, or how it is put on there, is this looks like it's on like a little rubber or plastic round, whatever you want to call it, and attached to this. So that's how it's held in a slot on here. So if I take this off, nope, I wonder about the other side. And it has a nice little weight bar. It's not nothing, it's not anything really heavy. It's actually pretty light for the most part for a weight bar, as it's called on the site. By the way, I got this at Lowe's for about $74 after tax. So yep, I am correct. It's a bar that has the cylindrical little piece of plastic. This is sewn around it so it doesn't come out. Now, I may be able to do a couple things with this as long as I don't break the ends to take this out. Okay, as you can see, we have the different type of ends, and these don't look like anything that's are spring loaded or anything like that. So I'm gonna try to take these off. Okay, I found a couple different devices. Yes, devices, tools that I may have to use. I'm going to start with this very delicately, moving back and forth, see if I can get that to budge. So let's start with that. We don't want to put too much force on it. We just want to take it off. Yeah. I'm not getting any of the metal So I'm gonna have to try to pop it off a little bit, little by little. So we got this off of here. Now the next thing is, do we want to continue with this right here, this green thing, or do we want to go ahead and just do it the way that we see fit? Okay, so that came off rather easily actually, so I'm very happy about that. Now let's try to see if we can actually, ooh yeah. All right, as you can see, we have it all out now, and it's raring to go for the other fabric. Okay, we are back to this project a couple days later and a couple streams later. I want to show you here, and I tested this out last night because I walked around the back of this green screen and was thinking about this project, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll be able to put this cylinder into here. I checked out the threading. The threading looks like it should allow it, and so I tested it, and actually I can get that in there. And I did it last night at least. There we go. And I was really happy. So was Sexy Tech, the seamstress. See how easy that's going in there? That is just sliding right in there. So I'm gonna just put this right on in, and we are going to leave it in there. Hopefully it'll go all the way. Ran into a snag. But yeah, there we go. It's gonna be, I don't expect it to be very easy. This is 10 foot and it's gonna get that snags, things like that. But as you can see, I'm gonna be able to use this the way that I was hoping to. As you can see, I have the bar up on some screws up there. See that? Isn't that fancy? Fancy dancy. Hidden out of the way. So let's go back out and we will demonstrate how this works. Let's bring it right about down here. Back a little so that you can see the whole thing of it. You're not going to get right down to the floor, unfortunately. Okay, we're going to get really close. Hot dog. So, as I demonstrated, this is up out of the way too. We plan on putting in a drop ceiling, and it would be really cool if we could put something right here that was like a flap that either comes down. In other words, it'd probably have to be magnetic for when it comes up, it would stay up. Or something that would just push up and, well, push up through the hole and then back onto the existing, the existing drop ceiling. So, this is this coming down. It's a little bit out of walk, I guess you could say, but you get the idea. And this is, believe it or not, I know you're saying it's just taking so long to bring this down. Not really. It's compared to what it takes to set this up every time I have to do it, this is a lot quicker. Not to mention a lot easier. And there we go, it's all the way down. And all what I would need to do is, if I wanted to, is put in that weight bar at the bottom. And at that point, just that it has some connectors onto it with the stretchy band. Maybe take a couple jugs of water and just use that to take this nice and taut, and it should take out a good amount of these wrinkles that are in it. It's very wrinkly right now because of the state that I had it in, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do something like this. First, get it up out of the way and be able to deploy it and put it away in a matter of minutes, instead of having to do what I had to do before, which was lay it out on this right here, fold it all up, roll it up, and get it all wrinkly the way it is right now. So I think this is going to be a very good deployment of, or a project that I did for this. It's going to be one of those things that that's going to make setting up a heck of a lot quicker, at least for me. You might have a better system. If you do have a better system, please put it down in the comments down below. Let me know how you did your green screen. Do you need this big of a green screen? If not, there are green screens out there that are, what, I believe I saw some 7 foot by about 5 foot, so about like this maybe, but I like using my whole area when I'm using my VR. I don't like standing still. I want to be immersed into my environment. So that is why I did this. And that's why I got this large one too. I was hoping to actually do a full immersion, but where that puts you in the game itself. You've probably seen those before, but that's a little more complicated, more of a permanent setup. You have to do a lot of calibrations if you're not going to keep it a permanent setup. So I went this route for now until I can get my own studio or room, whatever you want to call it, to have that done. So with all this being said, I appreciate you coming by. Tell me what you think about all this in the comments below. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. It does work. I'm getting notifications all the time. And this is Chris saying out.